Jake Weavo just come off the pitch. Oh, what a win today. 3-1 against the second place team in the league.
Yeah, really good win, Stu. I know, coming here, particularly after last year where we had a really tough afternoon and we were second best there, I think coming here today, you could be daunted. You look at their goals for and their goals against tally. Their goals for was incredibly healthy and they haven't conceded many goals. But for us to come here and play like we did, really strong, we were sort of 10-15 minutes were a little bit slow, but I think after that, we were really good. 3 excellent goals, it must be said, 3 different goals, but 3 excellent goals. Ison's free kick is incredible quality. I stood directly behind it. The set piece works, which is great. I think that's a really good one that's worked. And then Raggy on the counter attack takes it inside and finishes with real confidence. So yeah, a really, really good afternoon, and again looking to finish the season as positive as possible. And I think that's what we're doing there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's 7 unbeaten now, and beating Kettering and Spalding in the space of 5 days is absolutely phenomenal. Just unfortunately, probably a little bit too much, too late, too little, too late.
Yeah, it probably is a little bit too late in terms of trying to get into the playoffs. But it's credit to the lads. We've been excellent for 7 games and claimed a couple of. We were pretty close against Corn. I think they just equalised a little bit later on. But against Kettering, we played really well. Spalding, really good performances, and we backed that up with victories in that time against Samford and Royston. Again, teams that are tough to play against. So yeah, it's been really, really positive, and the atmosphere is good at the moment, and it's what we want to continue the last 2 weeks of the season.
And we've got one monkey off of our back today, because it's over 2 years since we've won on 3G. I think the last time we won was something like at St Ives a season, two and a bit seasons ago. And we've come and do it. What a fantastic facility it is now, since the mud bath was here last year. Yeah. But they certainly look after it. But we've come away and got that good win today.
Yeah, no, and that's great. Winning on, particularly in this league where there's quite a few artificial surfaces, so we need to pick up points on these surfaces. And I think what if you look at the facilities here today, it's stunning. it looks a bit different on a sunny April afternoon than it did in a cold January afternoon, but it's a great surface. 2 years is a long, long time. I was going to say I've been here close to 2 years, and I can't remember. I remember picking up a couple of points against Harborough and I want to say St Ives towards the end of last year. But yeah, I do know that is something that is often talked about in the dressing room, that the record on AstroTurf is not great, and to come to a team that's second in the league and still pick up 3 points.
Getting back to today's game though, we go up to the lead with Ison's fantastic free kick in the 8th minute, and then 2 minutes later Spalding a level, and you probably might have thought that the Ison, was more to come from that.
Yeah, no, and I think the way they play and the relentlessness they are, and what they do, you do. When it goes 1-1, you're like, oh god, end of season game, it could turn into one of those games that you always look at one result towards the end of the year and it's like a 5-4 or a 4-3 or something ridiculous and out of character for both teams. But yeah, I think what we did well after that was just regroup, just get to the second half, and then it was quite a windy day. We were able to get out a little bit more in the second half, and yeah, the 2 goals we scored.
Talking about regrouping, we had to really regroup at half time as well, because the skipper went off.
Yeah, skipper went off unfortunately, but Vanzi came on. I don't think he was very warm, I've got to be honest. I think he'd done much stretching, but he came on and showed his experience and showed the quality he's got, and someone he can really be relied on.
Yeah, it was a great team performance, and everybody took their part today. To 3-1 against Spalding away from home is absolutely brilliant. It doesn't improve our league position, unfortunately. Harborough are champions, so good luck to them.
Yeah.
But what a day.
Yeah, no, and I think on behalf of Stratford, congratulations everyone at Harborough. Worthy winners of the league, and wish them well in the north next year. And yeah, great afternoon all round.
Cheers, Jake.
Cheers.